run it back. Hey, I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Chad calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Chad talk. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, yeah, ooh, why you do that?
Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. On first down, Trubisky. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Trubisky to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Let's go! 43 is the mic, boys.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First down. First and 10, 41-yard line. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
On third down, Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
54, right there. 54, Mike.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 52. Here we go.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Brock. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Brock. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Khalil Mack, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They've got his man complete. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a creek.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Right there,
54, Mike.
here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, They know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Brock. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. First down, Arizona.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
60 Pittsburgh. Squeeze. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now it's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Bravo. Go. Snap.
Operating from the gun. Brock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Brock. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Ryan Allen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. On the return is Cohen. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives and end.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Block. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here comes Cohen. It's a 69-yard punt. 69 yards. Wow. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Block. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Philip Lindsey, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Got an open man, it's Foster. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
2nd and 15. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Philip Lindsey as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
Let's go. Come on, fellas.
On the ready.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On first down, it's Lindsey. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, lock it.
They'll go again with Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Brock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Got it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Ready? 60 out now. Come. Double tight, guys. Pilot, 64, slide.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brock. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go. 18 game.
On the counter, Lindsey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
60 or.
Looking to throw on second down. Brock eluding the pressure right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ready up. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. All day, come. Smooth.
On first down, Lindsey, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready, set. Mike 54.
Yo.
Clear.
Yo.
From the gun, Brock. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Off the play fake. Brock. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Off play action. Brock nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Trubisky will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the... Cardinals touchdown.
In your face.
Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Alpha. Right there. Ready, go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Villa. That's complete to Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Operating from the gun. Villa going to let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Let's go, baby.
Well, let's see who this is on. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch the screen. Ready, go.
To throw on 2nd down. Villa. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Ready, ready.
On 1st down, Villa. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Calais Campbell in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Looking to throw on second down. Villa. That is caught by Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Throwing on third and long. Villa. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off with great anticipation, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down. Where's the ball?
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Another run by Lindsey. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at his own 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Open man is Kirk, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.